Yeah, good evening. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Monday the 29th of October 2018. This is my weekly video where I go over every pair I'm trading on both the high probability and the mod MACD. This is all on the daily charts only, so we look at every pair. So this video will probably go for 25 to 30 minutes. It's a fairly lengthy one. Haven't been doing too many daily videos lately. Either there hasn't been enough action to justify one, or I've been travelling. And in about less than 2 days, I'm on the move again, heading back to Australia for about 2.5 weeks. So there may not be many videos, so I thought I'd get this one out and just at least have a look where we're at and what we're doing, what open trades we've got, etc. Let's go. MT4. This is my high probability daily charts, the usual profile. If the title of the chart's extended, means there's an open trade. If it's like this, a short one, then there's no open trade. So you can see just at a glance how many open trades I've got. So let's go through each pair. High probability, these are the dark coloured backgrounds. Alright, this is USD Japanese yen in a buy back here a couple of weeks ago. It came down near my stop, but it's still holding, and we're just below the entry price at the moment. So looking alright there at the moment. A little bit of indecision there, but still going okay. Euro pound, not in a trade at the moment. I draw my trend lines in for potential divergence setups. Red is obviously bearish and the lime green is bullish. So at the moment I'm looking at a possible sell signal, but there's no confirmation there, so nothing happens as yet. Pound yen, nothing doing at the moment, just waiting possibly for a buy signal will be the next one I'm looking at. At the moment there's nothing on offer. There is a bit of a support level here, possible divergence, you can see it all there, but nothing at the moment. New Zealand Swiss franc in a sell back here from last week, and it's sort of popped up a little bit, but it's not really going that well. You can see the bearish divergence, you can see the red trend lines there. Price is going up, MACD is going down, regular bearish divergence. MACD is still a long way above the zero level. USD CAD in nothing at the moment, possible divergence setting up there. Looks like I want to look for a sell, maybe rolling over, maybe a bit too close to these MAs for my liking. We'll just wait and see how it goes. I did draw a trend line across the highs there, but you know, I guess it's holding just. Price has sort of come up there, come up here, bounced off, come up here, wicks gone through it, but it's still holding at the moment. Yeah, just wait and see what happens. Nothing doing at the moment. Euro CAD, same deal, no trades on at the moment. Still possibly looking, no, at the moment there's nothing going there. It's gone up. I didn't take that trade, it's too close to the MAs, dropped down, dropping down now. Aussie USD, a bit of a mixed bag this one, in a sell back here still, which is back from the 27th of September. Still in that, there's a stop for that. It's a partial close. Remember, I keep my notes on the side of the chart. You can just pause the video and read them if you wish, or slow down if I talk too quick, or even speed up if I talk too slow. Everyone's different. So then I took a buy in here. It's got a hedge, actually I'm fully hedged at the moment. So the buy went against me, came very close to my stop, and is sort of slowly starting to head back up. So it's a bit of a tricky one, it's going a bit sideways, the Aussie at the moment. It gets down there at 70 level, and the Australian government doesn't like it down there too much lower than that, so they'll tend to try and prop it up a bit if they can. That's just one thing I noticed, being my home currency. Euro Swiss in nothing at the moment, just meandering. New Zealand Japanese yen in a sell back here. There's a stop of that sell. There's been a partial close. You can read all my notes as I say, pause the video. And back here I took a buy. It came against me. The stop's just do that. The stop's down here. It came close but didn't touch. Now it's heading back up in buy mode. Possible that it's going to keep on heading up. It's hard to tell. The yen pairs are a bit skittish at the moment, and once we have a look at the news, you'll probably see a bit more why it will be skittish. USD Swiss franc. I'm in nothing at the moment. This sell signal here, this red dot, is still a valid sell signal because there's been no green dot as yet. That red dotted line is where my first sell was stopped out. I'm looking for a re-entry. I've drawn this trend line. I've moved it a couple of times. This is the price meanders a bit, like it was over here. I've just moved it across here. It's still not convincing where it is at the moment, and you have a look where price is at 99928, which is just about at 1 at parity. So this is a big resistance level, this parity across here. $1 US worth 1 Swiss franc parity. But at the moment, looking for a possible sell still. The MACD is heading down, which indicates prices should be heading down, but it's not. So there's that divergence there. Right, pound USD in a sell back here. I've already closed half. The stops up here at the moment. MACD still heading down. So we're in no man's land at the moment, but that could move this week. I'll show you the news. Euro USD in nothing at the moment. Looking for a possible buy. Looking at this divergence. Price, lower lows on price, higher lows on the MACD platinum, but there's no confirmation as yet. Just drawing those trend lines in, looking to trade back up towards MAs. Euro Aussie in nothing at the moment. It's fairly a little bit flat. Probably a support level across here a bit. Yeah, not really close. I'll draw that in. I haven't got my mouse at the moment because out of the 3 USB ports on this laptop, only one works. So my microphone's plugged in that at the moment. It's a real pain. So there's possible support level there. You can see MACD ahead. Not going anywhere at the moment fast. Right, Euro Yen. You can see my notes looking for a second buy. So I was in a buy here. It was stopped out probably in this level here somewhere, and since then price has headed down. Still got a green dot on the QMP, so it's still in buy mode. That's why the trend line's being drawn across there. It just gives me an idea. If that breaks that trend line price, breaks it nice and clean, and to me that's a change of trend. You know, you can come down a fair way, and I'm surprised there hasn't been a red QMP dot yet. Just makes life a bit easier when you get a red one, then a new green one. Just makes it. The trend line break's always a tough one. It's always so subjective. Alright, let's continue on. Pound Swiss. And the sell back here. I've already closed half, I'd say. Yep. And the stop's now the red dotted line. It's just sort of stalling a bit there. You can see the MACD starting to slow down a little. The two lines get very close, but we're in a good sell there. CAD Yen, nothing happening at the moment. Looking for a possible buy setup, but until we get a green QMP dot, nothing was doing. Oz CAD, it's a bit ugly this one. I didn't take the sell. There's a sell signal on this grey dotted line. Now grey dotted line just means I'm looking at something, possible setup of some sort, or something's about to happen. The reason I didn't take it is because this bullish JAGfx there, this blue thing. As soon as that dot appeared, that appeared. Even though MACD is still a long way above zero level, there's a chance I may take a sell trade still. Might look for some further divergence, might look for, there might be a reversal on the JAGfx RD, and that way then I can start maybe drawing a trend line and look for a break, get a better entry price. But at the moment, I just don't like this setup here. So that's nothing happening at the moment on AusCAD. Oz Swiss, nothing doing. The first sell trade was closed. It was taken here roughly when I got this green QMP dot. Close it out and just wait for another sell signal. MACD still above the zero level, still got that divergence there. Just looking for a possible drop to the sell side. Aussie Yen in this one. Been in a sell for a while back here, and the stop for that is down here. I took a buy here, and the stop would have been below this low, and it was stopped out on that spike down. So that spike there stopped me out, so that red dotted line I've just left in the chart. It doesn't mean anything. So there's still divergence. MACD's heading up. Lower lows on price. and higher lows on the MACD. We've got a break of this trend line today. So tomorrow, if this opens up roughly the same spot, I'm going to take another buy. It's a high risk trade going into the MAs, but you can see the MAs, it's been a downtrend for a while. You know, I'm committed. I took one buy, there's no reason I shouldn't take another buy down here. The MACD's indicating that's the way, so we'll just wait and see. Still on the sell. It's only it was a partial hedge, but a little bit on the sell side still. But was stopped out in that last buy. I think the Swiss franc Japanese yen was the same. I'm going to sell all the way back here. It's gone down nicely. It's just meandered down. I stopped for the sells there. I took a buy on this grey vertical line and my stop was somewhere in here, and it's been stopped out. Same deal, drawing a trend line there. Still a valid buy signal, and now we're breaking the trend line to the upside. I might take another buy. Again, that red line I just left on the chart because I'm going to probably use it again. So all I've got in play at the moment is sell, but looking to take a possible buy. As long as that buy signal remains valid and there's a clean break of this trend line. That's the Swiss yen. Euro New Zealand, nothing doing, going sideways. Look at that, just a weaker sideways stuff, not sure where it's going. CAD Swiss, going to sell back here. Just teasing me a little bit by staying above that, not really going anywhere near the stop. So it's still got potential. My concern is now the MACD is through the zero level. We've got a blue dot there, so I might be bailing out of this trade. But at the moment, we're still in it. New Zealand USD, nothing happening at the moment. There is a red dot above the MACD platinum, but I haven't got a red dot on the QMP filter, nor is there bearish JAGfx RD, so that's a bit of a telltale sign for me. Remember, this indicator is available in the Facebook group, in the files folder of the Facebook group. Just a bit of a filter that I use. Pound Aussie, nothing doing here. It seems to have stalled a bit with price. Possible bullish divergence setting up. Nothing's been confirmed, but it's definitely looks like it's setting up. Pound CAD, sell here. Again, possibly bullish divergence depending on what the MACD does here. So we're going to sell. I've already closed half of it. Stops just above the entry level. We'll just wait and see how possible buy forms. Pound New Zealand, I'm going to sell back here. It's gone down nicely. My stops down here. I think I've closed half. Yes, and just move my trailing stop down. Got a new green dot on the blue dot on the MACD platinum below the zero level. So now I start to look for buys, but nothing on the QMP filter setting up as yet. New Zealand CAD in a buy back here, so that's gone up nicely. I've closed out part of it. It's come down. Stops above the entry level. Hasn't touched my stop. I took a sell here. You can see the divergence. You can read my notes. It's not a bad looking sell, but price doesn't agree. It's going the other way, but still on a partial buy. So I thought the sell would be pretty good, but still early days. Aussie New Zealand took a buy last week sometime. Went up a little bit. It's struggling a bit and dropped down again today. There's no stop in place. All pretty straightforward. So that's it for the high probability daily charts. So I'll just switch the profile over to the Mod MACD daily charts. And in the meantime, there's a profile Mod MACD daily. There's a mosquito buzzes around me. Oh, I can't wait. So we'll have a quick look at the this is the FX Pro demo account. This is the account I'm doing the high probability daily charts on. So we're down about $115 now overall. This is just all the stats on the account. You can just pause this video and read all this. We'll have a look at the actual trade terminal. At the moment, we're $129 up in profit, and our equity is $10,013. We're up $13.70 something since I started this over a month ago. Hard to get excited by that, but it's only early days on this account, so it's been a fair bit of trading. So there's all the open trades there. You can read them, pause the video. They're on the spreadsheet, so you know where they're at. All the stats are here. This blue part tells you all the goings on. So I'll have a quick look at the news too. It's a fairly big week in news, guys. The first thing happened over the weekend with daylight saving shifts in parts of Europe, which affects the Swiss franc, euro and the pound. So a few of you may have had some different little candles on your chart this morning. I did. Now my New York candle is opening at 5 AM local instead of 4 AM local. So now, like, my 4-hour charts are all 1 hour further, 6-hour charts, 12-hour charts, everything's 1 hour later, which is a good thing and a bad thing sometimes. That's just something to be aware of. Now the news starts off pretty quiet today. Tuesday, a little bit of stuff out in the US. The big ones start to happen on Wednesday. On Wednesday, you've got in Japan, you have it's basically the interest rate news is in there. I don't think they're expecting any change, but you never know. The Japanese interest rates, unless there's something drastic happens, generally doesn't move too many of the yen pairs too much, but having said that, it can. So just be careful. That's on Wednesday. They don't actually give a time. Can't remember what time it is. It's normally a bit later in the day, their time. Then on Thursday, a bit happening there too. The big one on Thursday, we've got a couple of holidays obviously in Europe there. But the big one's the UK interest rates, the official bank rate. It's not expecting any change, but this could move the pound pairs. And again, we've got speeches in the boats. And it depends what they say and what happens. You know, like Carney speaks, the Bank of England governor speaks half an hour after. Still got Brexit thrown in there. So just be careful of that. Then on Friday, it never ends. Retail sales out of Australia, then out of Canada and the US employment figures, or as they used to be called in the US, the non-farm payrolls, which can be a real market mover. So plenty of stuff this week to move the market. So just be careful of all that. Plenty happening on the news. This is Forex Factory, and I only look at the high impact ones, so that's a lot there. Alright, back to the charts. This is the Mod MACD daily profile. Again, all the pairs I trade, and you can see most of them are extended. I think there's only 2 that are in, which means there's only 2 without trade. Every other pair's got a trade on. Let's go through them. These are all pretty quick, so we'll get through these quick smart. USD Japanese yen, it was looking good yesterday. There's this little candle I was talking about from the daylight saving changeover. It's just pain, just stuffs up everything. So we're going to sell, going against me at the moment, so but it's not that far above the entry level, so nothing too great can be concerned about. Pound yen closed, I'm going to sell back here. I closed 1/3 of it this morning and brought my stop down just above the entry level. It just looks like it was losing a bit of momentum. There's some good profit there and things were turning a little bit on these indicators down here. USD CAD and a buy back here. It's gone down. It's just meandering around a bit. I'm just going to keep an eye. I might start reducing my risk on there. It's still a full trade open. But it's not going anywhere fast. That's the USD CAD. Euro CAD in a sell here. And it's gone against me. It's just been a bit hard to trade this pair lately. There's a sell. Standard MACD is very flat. We're not in a winning position at the moment, but we're not a great distance away from the entry, so it's no big deal at the moment. Oz USD and a sell all the way back here. It's meandered around a bit. I've already closed 2/3, I'd say. Yep. Again, you can stop and read my notes. As long as the fast MACD stays below that 0 level, I stay in the trade with what I've got remaining. Stops in place there, so it's all good. Euro Swiss, another one. I had sell going against me a little bit. Nothing to get too concerned about yet. New Zealand Japanese yen. Now, I didn't have enough criteria when I got the cross on the fast MACD, but I did have here, and I didn't take it. Just didn't like the look of it. because of that spike. I'll just move that line out of the way. This spike down, it sort of brought us into that level here, and that level to me is just not worth the risk. You see where my crosshair horizontal line is? Sort of there, and spike down there and bounced up. To me, that's saying probably not worth it. It's having trouble getting through this 72.21 level. So I didn't take the sell. There was enough criteria then to take it, so I ignored it, and it probably might have paid off that one. It's just sometimes the intuition, or just thinking you don't have to take every trade. Basically, I didn't take it. It could have dropped like a rock, and I would have looked like an idiot. But that's my call, and in hindsight, it looks like a good call so far. It may turn out that this thing may drop. Never know. USD Swiss franc, and look where it's trading, right on parity, 1.0000. It's like a magnet at that price. I'm in a buy, which is a good thing. There's my stop. You can read my notes. It's still above the zero level, even though there's big divergence there. And I think I mentioned that in a post on Facebook today. Someone brought up the divergence. I don't look at it, but I do look at it for trade management. I won't consider it on entry, but I will consider it on trade management. We're doing right there. Pound USD, sell. This morning I closed 1/3, brought my stop down, so looking pretty good there. Euro USD, sell back here. I've already closed 2/3. Stops now below the entry level, which is good. Euro was, sell back here. Not exactly setting the world on fire. Looks like it's going to turn a bit. I might reduce my risk on this tomorrow, or have a think about it, see how we're looking. Euro yen, and a sell back here. We closed 2/3, stops here. Might just slowly bring my stop down a bit. Looks like this wants to head up there. Pound Swiss, and a sell. It's going nowhere, but with slight profit. CAD yen, and a sell back here on this big candle. I was never really impressed with this trade, the setup. I took it, had a little dig through the 240, didn't hold though, and was still in profit with just a few pips. I think I've already closed 1/3 of it and put a stop in place, so reduced the risk on it, though it's already AusCAD in a buy, and you can see it's going nowhere. You can see high risk trade, trading towards the 240 LMA. A few false starts on this one, but when it gets in a good trend, this pair can go a fair way. So look, this sell back here, up here somewhere. That went all the way down to here, so it's not a bad effort. Oz Swiss, buy again. It's just sideways, above the entry level, but not much to get excited there. Oz Japanese yen took a sell, already closed 2/3 by looks, and just struggling a bit now. There's that divergence, so it looks like it's going to head up. I might just drag my stop down a little bit. Swiss franc Japanese yen, and the sell back here, already closed 2/3. My stop's up here. Tomorrow I might just drag my stop down a bit closer. Just above the 25 SMA, you want to give it a bit of space above that, give it a bit of wiggle room, maybe look for a fractal somewhere anywhere in here, so that area in here. Doing alright though. Euro New Zealand, sell back here in profit, but struggling a little bit. I already closed one that was today. Stops now just above the entry level. CAD Swiss, and a buy back here. Stops now above my entry level. I've closed 2/3, nearly close to crossing to the downside on the fast MACD, but not quite. Standard MACD's in sell mode already. Still looking right there. New Zealand USD. This is another one I haven't got a trade on. The signal was on this grey line at the time. I haven't got a red QMP dot, and I still haven't got one. And the standard MACD is still in buy mode technically, so there's not enough criteria for me to take a sell trade there. And it's been going a bit sideways, but it's a good thing. Pound Oz in a sell back here, It's a high risk trade. It stalled a little bit today. I may look at reducing the risk on that tomorrow morning. We'll see how we go. But looking alright at the moment. Pound CAD, again another sell trade. It's just about on the entry level at the moment. It's looking a bit average. It's still in sell mode. Pound New Zealand, going to sell back here. That black line there, you can read it, is the 2.0000. Probably got one zero there. Nope, that's a zero level, 2.6. So it's a big number in this pair. It's a pound New Zealand. And we're closed 1/3 so far. It's heading down towards that 240 LMA. Just wanted to reduce my overall risk. There's my stop at black dotted line. What's next? New Zealand CAD, going to buy back here somewhere, popped up nicely, thought yeah, then it dropped down, and I think I closed part of it, then bought my stop, didn't touch my stop, which is good, and it's still in the trade. See how it's gone below the 25 SMA, and so my stop was a fair bit of breathing room there, was under this fractal here, I think. Alright, last but not least, Aussie New Zealand, going to sell back here. Did a right, came up, I think I closed one somewhere on the 23rd, came up and popping back down again. So as long as that fast MACD stays below it, we're in sell mode still. So we're on a few pips there. So that's it for the charts, guys. I'm sorry about these lack of videos or the daily videos. Either I haven't got my microphone with me or I'm in a hotel room somewhere and just time is a bit lacking. There probably won't be many. I'm going to take my microphone with me back to Australia, so I'll try and get at least a weekly video out sporadically, whatever the word is, just to keep on top of things. So I'm going to continue trading off the daily charts, so I just have to adjust things a little bit. I've got a fair bit of travel in Australia, so I get stuffed around a little bit there, but it's all good. Sure, I'll keep on top of it. Always seem to find time, just need an hour in the morning or so. Anyway, thanks for watching the video. If you do like these videos, please subscribe. If nothing else, hit the like button. And thanks to anyone that subscribes either to the YouTube channel or the Facebook group or the Telegram group. It's always appreciated. So thanks for that, and I will chat later.